Thank you so much, Henry, for taking the time to talk to us ahead of EduFest 2026, which is just around the corner, it feels like. I always like to get started by just asking you the simplest of questions, possibly, which is, what is your name? What is your job? And what does that entail?
My name's Henry Faber. I'm the co-founder of Opportun Education, and that involves a lot of mentorship. I spend my life traveling the world, amplifying the story of mentorship, speaking with school leaders, working with parents, and obviously getting time spent with students as well.
How did that come about? How did you end up in this position?
I was 23 years old. I just left Oxford University and I decided that I wanted to work in education, but not become a teacher. So I started this business from my kitchen table with my best friend, Walter, who I've known since I was 10. And this March 2026, we're actually celebrating 10 years as an organization. So it's been 10 years of fostering ideas and developing programs around mentorship and working with schools all around the world.
What can EduFest attendees expect to hear about during your session?
So my specialism is really young people in that kind of early adolescent phase, that 10 to 15-year-old kind of sticky bit of early teenage years. And I've got a real interest in that. So amid all this kind of conversation around AI, I really want to be focusing on how we can ensure that we prepare kids effectively for everything that's human. I think mentorship is the key buzzword. That's my passion. I want to give a sense of how mentorship can be the answer to some of those challenges that we face and support kids to be their most authentic and most organized selves as they approach high school, secondary school, university, and beyond.
And while on the subject of mentorship, do you find that sometimes people have misconceptions about what exactly mentorship is, what it does, or what it doesn't do?
I think mentorship is very easy to define in lots of different ways. So it often means something different to everyone. We talk a lot about character education as the base of great mentorship, working on values and goal setting and helping you to have a stronger sense of self awareness, to build confidence. We talk about communication skills. So it's kind of like this plethora or this toolbox of skills related to mentorship that can really support a young person to grow, know themselves, and then achieve the things that they really want to achieve.
What does Henry Faber do when he's not thinking about mentorship and about character development? Is there any sport you practice? Is there music? Is there an artistic endeavor? Tell us a little bit about how you kind of disconnect so that you can reconnect and plug back into the professional world.
So I had a whole separate career as an actor, which I kind of fostered alongside the work I do in education for over a decade. That involved West End musicals and films and television shows. So I'm still very passionate about all that kind of culture, going to the theatre a lot. I was at the theatre just last night. I also play a lot of racket sports and golf, and I enjoy travel. And I currently live between New York and London. So that's a busy enough kind of cultural trip in itself.
I presume you read a lot, especially if you're traveling between New York and London. Do you take that time on the plane to disconnect, or are you one of those people that connects onto the Wi-Fi to still keep the ball rolling?
I don't connect onto the Wi-Fi, but I would be lying if I said that my reading was good enough at the moment. I wish I were reading more. I tend to read sort of small bits of different pieces and
Right.
try and cover as much ground as possible.
Is there anything else that you like to share with the EduFest audience?
I think the more we read about what's happening to employability in schools through technology in education and in life, it's more important than ever that we think about human interaction, human connection, and how we can foster real relational learning between adults and young people. So I'll be really focusing on what it is that makes us most human and how we can achieve that alongside the busy lives we have in school.